I'm going to get a YouTube.
Whiskey or gin. You don't have to be coy. Here's Ricky and Joy.
Hello and welcome to Nightcap, the bi-weekly web show. Peter fell asleep as per usual.
Wow.
Every single time my computer falls asleep. Did you hear anything I said?
No, I was going to say the bi-weekly web show in which two friends unwind with the topics that make us hot. Yeah. And then I didn't hear that part, so I was like,
Yes, my computer fell asleep because that is what happens when it is not plugged in. Please hold. All right, and we are currently back. All right, that's our first day back. Woo!
My Lord, I see us.
Yes, it is live. We are live. You are live. And we have all different sorts of things that we can do because we are currently trying out StreamYard, which was suggested by Mr. Rodney.
Was it?
I think it was.
That was me.
By Joy. Yo,
wait, was it? Hold on. I'm like, wait, I thought it was me.
Oh.
Unless I'm really taking credit for Rodney. No, it was me, because August 18th. August 18th, I sent you StreamYard and I sent you my PC specs.
No, I know. I think Rodney set it on stream and then you sent it to me.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah,
doing effort.
Somebody on air said that we should try out StreamYard. And I thought it was.
Oh, it's probably Rodney. It was probably Rodney then.
Yeah, it happened during the actual show. And there are all different sorts of configurations. We could do that. We could do that.
Ooh.
We could do that. I don't know why I'm bigger. I don't know. There's oh, it was Rodney.
It was Rodney. I see it. Oh, God. Oh, look at him pop up.
Hello, Mr. Rodney. Look, you're part of the show. Look, that's your face. All right, Mr. Rodney is here. He says hello. Hello, Rodney. Ooh, this is so cool. It's like the golden age.
Actual television.
Yes, very much like regular television. Miss Joy, what have you been doing during our little break?
Well, I have been trying to, I'm trying to get the word trying out of my vocabulary, actually. I have been updating my merch. I've been working on that today. I updated my Patreon. I have been learning my 2 languages, which has been fun.
Yes.
And streaming, gaming. It's been great. Pretty chill. And making more time for Bibi. I have to make more time for Bibi.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is so good.
Yeah. So, that's overall the whole thing. And just been enjoying being at home and not in any rush to go back to anybody's job. So how about you? How have you been doing?
I've been doing pretty okay. Just a lot of worky stuff sort of thing. Just trying to relax a little bit. Currently right now I am doing my vacation hours. So I have a week off, which is really 4 days of me using my vacation time since it's paired with my weekend that I would have had off. So I'm just trying to relax and unwind a little bit. I went to go pick up the cat earlier on today, and I showed Joy, Rodney, you didn't get a chance to see this. I like to pick up the cat, and then I take her belly, and I go, and I give her raspberries. And I did that this morning, and I guess she either got bigger or I'm getting older because I threw out my back.
You know.
I threw out my back. I was like, oh no. So now I got a pain in my back. It hurts to laugh.
What is just getting older.
Yeah, this is 30.
Yeah. I can't believe it. You threw out your So what are the symptoms of throwing out your back? Like explain. Did you just like a crink in my back? Like what happened?
It was so I went to go pick up the cat, and all of a sudden I went, oh, and it hurt really badly. It reminds me of like the times that I like fell asleep on the uncomfortable couch, and I like woke up in the morning and I was like, I can't move. It was literally the same thing. And my back, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. And of course, Cupid laughed at me and said, like, that's what you get for, blowing raspberries on the cat. And she's just looking at me. It's weird. If I just pick her up, she's trying to get off. But when I do that to her, she's like, I'll let you do that. And then, so she's just like, whatever. And afterwards, she's like, he didn't clean me right.
Yes. Like I thought I was here for a cleaning and he messed it up again.
Yes.
Why does he keep insisting on cleaning me?
And we also have Mr. Rick Brown in the chat as well. So hello, Rick. He says, you're getting older. So she is getting heavier. And now we got our little comments and our picture of Mr. Rick.
Hey, Rick.
Ooh, that's what Rick looks like.
Oh my God, Rick. You know what's crazy? I don't know if you know, but Junie, aka Clarence, he's driving back to Florida like today. I don't know if he's there. I mean, it's probably not. But he's gonna be back in the area eventually. I don't know what area he's gonna be at, but he's gonna be in the state. That's all I'm saying. He's gonna be back in the state. So if you want to see Junior, I said Junie, but if you guys call him Junior, if you want to see Junior, he's gonna be in your state again. So yay! I'm not driving to Covfefe.
No Covfefe for us.
Mm-mm.
No Covfefe for us. Oh, Miss Joy. Guess what? I'm watching a new show on Netflix. Well, I don't know if it's new, but we just started it.
It's a Cobra Kai?
No, it's called High Score, right? High Score? We didn't finish it yet.
Okay. I binged it.
Oh, yeah, no, he won't let me binge it.
Oh my God. Oh, I loved it. It was really good. What episode are you at?
So currently, we just finished the role-playing episode.
Okay.
And it's so funny because I've watched, like, through me binging YouTube videos about, like, video games in general, like the gaming historian and stuff like that. I have some knowledge of some of the stuff going on. As well as watching like Pushing Up Roses. She does a lot of stuff with the adventure game titles. Shout out to Pushing Up Roses. So like seeing the stuff about like Sierra Online, I was like, oh, I'm like, they did King's Quest. I was just so excited about it.
I didn't know anything about Sierra Online.
Oh, really?
No idea.
Yeah, all the adventure titles. Yeah. Yeah, the fact that they were like the first ones to do like have visuals. Yeah, no. As well as the gaming historian, I saw a lot of stuff about like the rise and fall of like the console wars. Which we haven't watched an episode on that, I don't think. maybe. I don't know. I started smoking a cigarette at the end of or I like went outside to smoke during the end of like the first episode. So it might have been dealing with that. Because I know that because they were talking about like E.T., the game. And the reason why they were pushing E.T. to come out fast was because so many people were making games. So that like had a part of it. But
well, I mean, yeah, you're right. But I mean, that dude was so like, I have to make this game. I have to do it. My bruh, chill.
I have 6 weeks to make a game.
Sure, whatever.
You know what? In watching like the little like prompts about like the games, I was like wondering. I was like, what would a Nightcap? If I were to make like an 8-bit game about Nightcap, what would it be? Would it be like a game where like we're trying to like figure out how to set everything up before the stream has to go live?
Yes. It would be half that, and the other half it would be coffee talk. It would just be talk. It would be coffee talk.
Oh, I missed that game. I want to play that game again so bad.
I have to play that game.
Wait, you didn't finish it?
I only did the demo. I didn't buy it.
I bought that game.
I'm gonna buy it.
Oh my gosh, it was really good. That was such a good game. Mr. Rodney says E.T. was so trash.
Oh yeah, I saw the footage on the high score. I wanted to say I was more concerned about the gay RPG that was lost. I was so like, where is it? Why? How did he lose that? Like, where is this thing? That's what was on my brain. Most of that time for that episode.
Oh yes, that was one of those crazy things where I was like, I like was saying to Cupid, I was like, and now that this like documentary is out there, like they have to be able to find it. Like they have to be able to find it. And then I was wondering, I was like, well, those screens that they're showing, did they remake some of the stuff in order to show it on the thing? Like,
yes.
I was like, please, how could this, this needs to be done. So I was very happy. Spoiler alert. I was happy to see the ending of that episode. That made me very happy.
Someone had a goddamn copy. I'm like, how?
Somebody just happened to have it. That's so cool though.
Yeah. Gaming's amazing. And I'm trying to remember the rest of it, but like, because I mean, like I said, I watched it kind of like 3 episodes each.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's how I like to do it.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. And it was really good. Story, the way that the stories went. I enjoyed the way that video games overall were created.
Yeah.
Into this world. Like I never really knew that much history about why video games exist. It's just like, all right, they're here. What are we gonna do about it? But wow, it's some shady nonsense. It's crazy. Like, I love video games though. Like, they're great.
Oh my gosh. I'm guessing you've watched Cobra Kai?
No. I had a co-friend ask me if I watched it. So apparently this is like it's blowing up now. And I saw it on Twitter, like, oh my God, Cobra Kai, you should watch it. And I'm just like, no, like I don't really, I'm not that interested in watching like old Ralph and whatever Karate Kid and the whatever that is. Like, I'm just not as invested into that. But apparently it's really, really good. So that's what I thought you were going to say.
No. Wait a minute, Ralph as in Ralph Macchio?
Yeah, right? I think it's him. Is that the guy? I think. Yeah, I don't know if he's in it, but I know it's him. It's 2 white dudes on the cover, and it looks like the dudes from the Karate Kid.
Yeah, Ralph Macchio.
I'm not watching it. I'm not into it.
I picked the wrong shirt. The other episode, you had that side boob, and this episode is like all like
front
it's all
boob?
Richard chest hair, just like.
I mean, I have I have like a yellow. I have like a yellow undershirt underneath. But
Stop it! Oh my
like,
gosh, it hurts to laugh.
oh, oops, sorry, you're back.
Oh my gosh, it hurts to laugh. And I take a COVID test every week, so
Oh,
I take a Kofebe. Shoot, great! Now I'm not monetized. Oh wait a minute, I'm not monetized anyway. Who cares?
you're fine. We were so used to that cursing, and now it's like, oh wait, this is not for kids anyway. So
Yeah.
but like if you say, because what I've done like the last couple of days, Danielson, yes, Danielson. If you put that videos for kids, they turn off the comments.
Yes. Oh.
I was like, oh no, everything I have is not for kids. Like,
Yes. Well, oh, part of it, you know what that has to do with?
what?
Ooh, we're gonna get into some real stuff because I watched like a video about reasons why. Because like, let's say if like people had like, so a part of the reason why they got rid of a lot of that stuff. So yeah, so yes, like so you're not supposed to market like sponsorships and stuff. You're not supposed to advertise or market to kids. Because of the terms of service, because of like the Millennial Children's Protection Act. But then the other reason is because like people would like put videos of their kids doing gymnastics and stuff, and the comments were inappropriate. And then the sponsors were like, whoa, all these people that are really inappropriate, like I don't want to be advertising, Colgate to them.
Yeah, because that's something. And I am a. Well, I'm not a godmother, thank God. But my goddaughter. I'm sorry, Jesus. I just said that. I'm like, I'm not a godmother. My god sister has a daughter who does gymnastics, and I always felt some type of way about that. Not because of her. Clearly, she's a child, but
Yeah.
the routines and the outfits that they make these small 5, 6, 7-year-olds wear.
Yeah.
I have been like, I'm not a pervert. Like, I know I'm a pervert here. Like, I'm a pervert in general. But I'm like, you know what? I can't imagine people watching this as like borderline porn and being like, oh, yeah, the children. And I'm just like, I don't know if she really needs to be doing Beyonce routines. Like, I don't know if she needs to be taking her little flat bird chest and doing splits and stuff. Like, I don't know. But she's flexible.
Like, she does it well, but
God
you don't
bless her,
think
but
it shouldn't. That doesn't need to live on the internet.
no, and it does make me feel weird because she does have, her mother's like amazing supporter. She wants to make sure that her child is out there being the best that she can be, but she does have all the social medias and that's just there. And I'm like, I feel weird liking it, and then I'm just like, she's doing great, but
Yeah,
oh,
no, don't feel weird liking it.
no, I like it because
of course.
But I feel weird because I know if I'm liking it and I see that there's like,
because of your yes.
I'm also like, who else like this that's not family? I'm like, because it's public. It's a public account, so I'm like, anybody could just like her stuff, and she's a child. So at least with us, if we have stuff that's private or personal or public, we're grown consenting adults. It's okay. I mean, until someone gets creepy. But she's like 6, 7. So yeah, it's weird.
Oh, I have a PSA for y'all watching. How's the audio sounds? How's the visuals syncing? Is everything seeming to look and sound pretty much okay? This is our first time doing StreamYard.
I'm watching from my phone.
Oh,
and it looks good so far. It is delayed clearly because we're talking and
yeah, that latency. That's pretty usual. Which is
it's playing pretty well.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. Just the ease of use as far as both of us being able to hear and not having to mess with sort of crazy settings is very nice. I don't even mind the fact that stupid powered by StreamYard is there.
I mean, it's by my face, so it's okay. Like the duck, to me, the duck is fine.
All right. Ooh, Rodney says everything is absolutely fine, and Rick says looks and sounds good.
Hey, we in business.
All right, and Rodney's not seeing any sort of latency issues, so voila!
We lit. Finally.
Yay! So, Miss Joy, other than watching gymnastics, you watching any other shows?
I was like, what? So what?
You're like, you just blew up my spot.
I'm like, what? I don't watch no gymnastics now. The Olympics is canceled. I can't watch my gymnastics. I did recently watch Harley Quinn on HBO Max. Yeah. Oh my God. It's amazing. So my cousin, let me go back. So I've seen people on Instagram post about Harley Quinn, the DC comic character Harley Quinn. She has her own show. And I was like, all right, DC is pretty good with their animation stuff, but I didn't have access to HBO for like the longest time. And then my cousin was like, hey, yo, I got you. And I was like, that's lit. So then last week? I was like, you know what? I'm eating lunch. I'm working. No, it wasn't last week. Shoot, that was like anyway. I was like, I know it was someday. Last weekend. And I was like, let me just see it, because it seems like raunchy. And it's short. They're like 20-minute episodes. They're not even long. So I watched the first one and I was like, oh, this is gay. Like this is gay. Like wow. Like this is And then I was like, you know what? All right, this first episode, they're gonna want you to get into the life and be like, oh, it's Harley Quinn and it's a Joker and it's Poison Ivy and Gotham and Batman and Gordon. It's just like what is their take on it? And it's like the Batman animated series, but this one is way more adult, like a good adult. So I was like, all right, the first episode's good. Let me see the second episode real quick. I got some more lunch. Let me try it. Dude, second episode, I was like, oh, this is hella gay. Like if they don't end up together, I'm going to freak. Like they need to. So I recommend if anyone can find anybody that has access to HBO Max, watch Harley Quinn. It's so worth it. So that's my show that I remember watching like recent. What about you?
Just the high score, and then I got back into the swing of Big Brother, which for maybe I would say ever since we did Nightcap, I sort of stopped watching Big Brother for like 4 years. So I got back into the swing of things because two of my favorite they did an all-star season. And okay, so an all-star season sounds really great, but really all-star seasons, this is the second time they've done it. They suck. And the reason why is because all the people pregame before going into the house. So they've already picked out like, oh, I'm friends with so-and-so and so-and-so, and we're all going to have an alliance when we get in there. And the problem with pre-gaming is you miss out on that storyline because they're going in with an agenda. Like when you know that two people were in the house this 1 year and they were friends ever since then, like, like, oh, they're going to be close. Like they're going to have each other's backs. But when like 4 or 5 people from different seasons just all mesh really well together day 2, like.
See, I don't really understand the concept of Big Brother. It just seems like a bunch of white people in one house and you just watch them for hours. What is the concept of Big Brother, really?
All right, so this is I will do a Big Brother for dummies, a quick and dirty version of Big Brother. So you have 16 people inside of a house, and they are trying to get $500,000. Yes, it's less money than Survivor, but you also have air conditioning. So take that for what it's worth. They also, fun fact, they also get stipends for being on the show. So it's not like, oh man, I had to quit my job for X month. Like, no, they get paid to be on the show. So basically, every week there's one person in charge. They're called the HOH, or the head of the household, and they need to nominate 2 people to go up for nominations to get evicted. That's one episode is nominations, and the next episode there is something called the power of veto. And if you win the power of veto, then you can take yourself off the nomination block, or you can take a friend off the nomination block, and they cannot put you on the block. And then the third episode of the week is the actual eviction, where they will evict one person to get out of the house. There are fun things like luxury competitions and all sorts of other stuff. But that's about it. The competitions that they do can either be endurance-based, so like hold on to this button, or like hang on to this thing for X amount of time until everybody else falls off, or it could be like trivia-based, like how many red chairs are in the are inside the bathroom? Beep. 0. There's only green chairs in there. So that sort of stuff. But it's really great because you have like the social aspects of it. So it's not just in order to win the game, like you can't just be a competition beast, because you can't be HOH every single week. You can only be it after you win that competition. You can't compete in it the next week, which means that you're vulnerable. So you need to socially get along with people and to make alliances. Basically say, hey, Joy, I got your back, have my back, you know? So that's pretty much Big Brother in a nutshell. So, and it's not all just white people. Unfortunately, it's mostly white people, but it's not just all white people. In fact, the white people are the boring ones. They're so
Really?
boring. They are so fucking boring. Oh yeah.
Really? I mean, wait, I have a question. Do they win the house that they're living in? Or
No. It's like the same. It's like the same house that they've had for like 22 seasons. They just after 5 or 6 years, they every 5 or 6 years they sort of remodel the house. And my brother is on the chat, and he says Will is the best Big Brother winner ever. Yes, Matt, he is.
Who's Will?
There was a Dr. Will Kirby, and he won the second season of Big Brother. It was the first season that had the HOHs and the nominations. And he basically was like the biggest asshole, and people kept on, and he was like, I'm going to throw every competition. I hate you all. I'm going to backstab all you people. Like, I hate you all. I can't figure out who I hate more, because I hate all of you so much, because I have such a disinterest in all of you. So he's a big jerk, but because of that, people are like, oh, well, I'm going to take him to the end, because like nobody's going to vote for him. And at the end, he's like, yeah, it worked. I'm here at the end. And he got votes.
I did what I said I was going to do.
Yeah, it was really awesome. That the game has become a little much more sophisticated since then. So it's, in fact, I watched a whole YouTube video about different eras dealing with like the way that they gameplay. And like back in the day, like you could be like, oh, I heard someone, like you could like sow little seeds of doubt. But nowadays, like they're like, oh, the reason why you shouldn't be hanging out with so-and-so is because this is bad for your game, because A, B, C, and D. Like, it's just the way that they do things, they go about things is differently. And that's why an all-star season sucks too, is to see the gap as to how they play. Like, back in the olden days, my tangent's going to be over in a second. Back in the olden days, like if somebody won HOH, then all the people in the house, they'd be like, shoot, let's not do what the HOH wants. They really want this person out. Let's go the other way. That way, because if you voted for the person that they wanted to go out to stay, then they have a target for the next time they get HOH. But now all the kids, all the like people like our age playing, they're like, oh, what does the person in charge want? Yeah, let's go with that. Like, they don't have a mind of their own. It's like all hive mentality. So that's why it's like really frustrating to see all these like really good players from like really old seasons, because they're like, I want to do a thing, but nobody
wants to do it with me because they're afraid or
exactly, because either they're too scared, like they'll have like 1 or 2 votes shy of being able to like make a flip.
oh.
Yeah, so that's why it's really annoying.
I mean, we've been taught so much. Wait, he did?
My brother was like, remember he won the phone call home and he called his turtle.
Why would you call it? That sounds like something the baby would do. Why would you call the turtle?
To screw over everybody else that wanted to talk to their wife and kids.
That is terrible.
Yeah, Janelle from Big Brother 7, all the people they wanted to call their family and friends, and she decided to call somebody that she had a little romance with in the house that only lasted 2 weeks. So she called him. And she was like, so did Britney Spears have her baby yet? And all these people were like freaking out, and they were like, America voted for this person to win.
Wow. Look, I've never heard before. I would not. I could not.
Laugh out loud, Rod.
That's not my show.
Oh yeah, no, it's trashy. It's trashy and it's fantastic. And in the summertime, it's perfect because a lot of television isn't being produced right now. So it's basically a news show about non-news. So, And Mr. Rick Brown's been watching The Young and the Restless since it's been back.
Wow, The Young and the Restless.
Look at that. I'm not so young and I'm not so restless. But I'm happy somebody is.
The Young and the Restless. Like, that seems like a really good show back in the day.
Yeah. I see, I preferred All My Children, but they've been gone since, 2007?
I was going to say that. I prefer their theme song as the superior theme song of all time. I actually wanted it like on my iPad. I'm sorry. I was like, can I get the All My Children theme song from like 1997? Like, and just play that on a loop. Oh, yeah. I think it's 97. I think.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. There's something about soap operas. I'm really sad that soap operas are dead.
I think they're still alive. I mean,
I think there's 3. There's Young and the Restless, General Hospital, and Days of Our Lives.
It's not so much that they're dead. It's how we are viewing them. I think because what our generation would consider soap operas is stuff that keeps getting canceled on Netflix and, the CW and all those shows. They're not deemed as soap operas, but stuff that gets me like caught up in the moment. I'm like, oh, what happened? Oh my God. Oh. So it's not so much we're watching those soap operas, but shows that get us those emotions. It's like, oh man, that would be our version of soap operas.
Yeah, our dramas.
Yeah.
Oh, Rodney says he could never watch soaps. Are you saying you don't have an hour a day for 5 days? You can't watch the same show.
I couldn't.
I gotta be home in time for my soap.
Nah, I couldn't do it.
Oh my God. I forgot one. Rick says The Bold and the Beautiful. So The Bold and the Beautiful is 4. So that's 4. That's 4. There was one really weird one that had that took place in Salem and there were witches.
Not sure.
Oh, and Rodney's saying 13 Reasons Why is considered a modern soap.
Yeah, that's something like there's stuff out there that could be considered a soap opera, but it's like not to the way that we would consider it. It's a drama, but for us, yeah, that's a soap opera all day.
Oh my gosh, my brother just said, I tell people wrestling is my soap.
Yes, that's basically
so true.
Yeah.
Oh, I just had a flashback to Glow. Oh
my God, Glow.
I miss that is okay. Say what you want about a lot of the bad things that's happened because of Kefebe, but the thing that I am most upset about is that Glow got pushed back.
They did?
Yeah. They typically do shooting in March, so they weren't able to shoot for Glow, which means we don't see the first 2 seasons of Glow came out in June. So, and then the last season came out in August. So that's why I'm like jonesing. I'm like, I gotta watch Glow again.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen Glow in a while too. It's been a minute.
Dark Shadows. Was that the one with the Salem, or was that Passions? Oh my gosh. Can I tell you about a gaming experience that I just recently came back to, and I don't know why?
Yes, please tell me. Sorry, as I'm just trying to get this light together. My God.
Oh my goodness gracious! You're getting pixelated.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say once you add the light, it probably will do the green screen a little bit better. I have been playing Crypt of the Necrodancer, and I don't know why. It's one of those games that every once in a while I'm like, I'm just going to re-download it. And so basically, I own Crypt for the Necrodancer 3 different ways.
I've heard of it.
Oh my gosh, it's like a rhythm-based dungeon crawler that's like 8-bit. It's really cute, and like, so basically you're in a dungeon and like you gotta like kill all these things, but the floor after you kill somebody, there's like a beat and a techno sound, and like basically you have to move to the rhythm for multipliers. Yeah, it's just like and so you're like boop 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 boop, and then like you gotta kill the people, and then you get multipliers for doing that. So I bought that on my phone, and then I was like, oh man, that would probably be good on my Apple TV. So then I bought it on the Apple TV, and then I was like, oh wait, this would be a really good Switch game. So I just keep on buying the same shit.
I mean, I guess my closest would be Parappa.
Oh my gosh, Parappa.
I bought it on PSP, then I bought it on PS3, I think, and I bought it on PS4, and I bought Parappa 2, and you just keep buying it and playing it and calling it a day.
Oh my gosh. Do you know what I just read on Twitter? I think I liked it, or I might have retweeted it. Apparently, PlayStation 5 is only going to be backwards compatible for PlayStation 4 games. And so somebody was like, yeah, just so that they can have you rebuy stuff with PlayStation Now. And I made a rather lengthy comment about the fact that, like, if the entire category of PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 games were available on PlayStation Now, that would be one thing. But they're not. I can't get Fatal Frame on PlayStation Now. Like, that's an issue for me. Like, nowadays, survival horror isn't the way that it was back in like 2001, 2002.
Mm-hmm. I actually just sold my capture card to a friend, someone that's in my stream, because I was like, well, like I said earlier, I'm gonna get a custom PC, and it's supposed to have capture cards in it. And I was like, well, I could probably just do that, because I'm like, I have a PS3, and if I really wanted to stream old games, then those capture cards should be the ones to do it, I hope. But if not, then I'm just going to have to buy the damn thing all over again. But I just figured, all right, well, I have this capture card I'm not using anymore because the capture card is going to be in the tower.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, here you go, whatever. But you're right. Like, I already have a PS3. I have a PS4. I don't need to buy a PS5 for like many years.
Yeah.
So,
PlayStation 5.
Yeah, like a lot of the games that I have for PlayStation, 1 and 2 and 3, like mostly I'm sure I'm not going to stream anyway.
Yeah.
Because they're like RPGs.
Yeah.
There isn't really anything that I'm like, oh yeah, I need to stream Final Fantasy X too. Like I need to maybe
it's gonna be remastered for whatever system you want.
I know, and I was like, that's a horrible excuse.
I was gonna say that's a terrible example.
I'm gonna say Gungrave. Gungrave is, to me, it's short. It's on PlayStation 2. I'm like, oh, I can stream Gungrave. I'm like, do I really need to though?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
really.
that's actually a really good thing. That's a good thing to do. I was talking to a guy at GameStop, and he was saying that like he was streaming some like old games, and like a lot of people, I guess like people from like his PlayStation like thing, they saw that he was playing it, like these like old games, and so they like watched him because they were like, oh man, I remember that game.
Well, that's what I'm doing now with Medieval. I'm playing Medieval, and it's the remastered one. But then I was told, because someone also loves the game on Twitch, they were like, "Yo, if you beat it, you get the old game too." So I was like, "Oh, okay. I'm gonna work towards beating the game live on stream, and then I can play the old game for like shits and giggles.
Yeah,
Maybe later. I don't know, but yeah, I don't really. All the games I have, I don't really necessarily want to stream any RPGs. So
yeah.
That's just gonna be for me, myself, and I, so.
Oh, okay. So we got a couple of different things.
Yeah.
All right. So Roddy thinks that my guess for Passions, with having the Salem witches,
Okay,
is correct, and then he confirms it. It was Passions.
that's lit.
Yes. Shout out to Icarus. Hi, Icarus. How are you?
Icarus, hi.
All right. So we got a youngin in here.
Baby
Icky, as well as maybe Roofy is sitting over to the side. Hey,
Rufio.
Roofy. Oh,
I still have to watch that. I gotta watch that movie.
you've never seen it? Oh my gosh.
I know. Maybe I'll have a Discord movie night, and I'll just play Hook. I'll watch Hook because I haven't watched it. But I know Dante Basco's fine self.
That's I'm like,
oh, I know Dante Basco. Oof. Ooh, yes.
And Mr. Rodney is saying he doesn't really think that people care about playing PlayStation 1, 2, or 3 games on PS5. Wait, you don't think so either?
Not so much now. I think before, especially when it came to, honestly, I think after the jump off of PS3, it was kind of like, all right, now you're going to have this next gen. We have all these games, except for PS3. Because honestly, PlayStation 1 and 2 were great. PlayStation 3, the games were laggy. PlayStation 4, the games to me aren't that much good quality either. So I'm kind of not as worried. I am like, as long as my PlayStation 3 doesn't die and I have the PlayStation Classic,
yeah,
I'm good. Like, PlayStation 4 games are just for PlayStation 4. PlayStation 5 is going to be for PlayStation 5. Like, it doesn't really bother me that much. And I was one of those backwards compatible fighters. I'm like, yo, everything is backwards.
I'm still that way. And the reason, like,
I'm not.
Like, Alice Madness Returns, like, I am not going to hook up my brother's, Matt's. I'm not going to hook up Matt's PlayStation 3. I'm not going to go to his house, steal his PlayStation 3. That way I can play Alice Madness Returns. Like, I really want, like, I want to play that game right now. I can't do it. It sucks. That freaking sucks. Like, I would love to be able to play, since I have a Mac, I'd love to be able to play, like, Fallout. I really want to play Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
But, like, I got a Mac, so, like, I can't do that. So, like, I'd have to, like, set up, like, a PlayStation, 3 to be able to do that. Like, I don't know. It's, like, kind of...
You gotta go get a PS3. Like, a PS3, basically. Because that's, I was prepping in 2008 for this foolishness. I had to. And I remember the day. It was, like, August. I think it was, like, August 8th. It might have either August 8th or August 7th or August 9th. Either way, I got it in 2008, and I was like, Dad, I need this.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, not 2008, 2007.
Yeah.
I was like, Dad, I need
this
it.
one.
This one. It's like $500. Please, I need this, and I swear to you, I will not. I'm never gonna ask you for one again because I'm gonna have a job by then, and so. I was like, Dad, just get this one. It has to be specifically the Metal Gear Solid 60 gig or whatever the heck this was. 60 gig PlayStation 3. I upgraded it, so it doesn't matter. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I have
It
it
needs to
sitting
be
here.
the one backwards compatible one.
Yep, the big
Like
fat
the
one.
one backwards. Oh man. Oh, you know what? Because it's so funny. There are like a handful of games, just that handful of games that is just like like the ones with the memories. I don't know why I'm going like this.
Just jiggling those memories, huh?
Yeah, actually, wait. I do have here. Wait. Yeah. Dance magic dance. Dance magic dance. Yes.
Jiggling those balls of memories, huh?
Yes. 10 points to whoever knows what movie that's from.
Not me.
Oh my gosh. No, you don't know?
No, I haven't watched that many movies. Barely.
My brother says if you find the PlayStation 3, you can have it. No one's using it now.
Well, you say this now, though, bro. That's the thing, and that's why I'm like, no, I don't like that. I do not like that because it'll literally be, oh, I'm not using this, and I'm not saying this is for you, Matt. I'm just saying it's happened to me multiple occasions where people are like, oh yeah, you could totally have it, and then what happens weeks later? It's like, oh, I'm gonna need that back. I thought it was mine. Now, no, it's not.
Oh, you know what it was? So I had the PlayStation 3 for a bit, and then I got the PlayStation 4, and then my brother was like, the kids really want the PlayStation 3. So I was like, okay, I'll like bring it over because they had like the Xbox 360 forever and a day. So they got like the PlayStation 3, and not long after, like they weren't playing with it. Rodney and Mr. Matthew Pucci score 10 points with Labyrinth.
That's where it's. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Captain Queeg.
Squeeg.
Queeg.
Queeg. I don't know. I didn't watch it. I had friends that were obsessed with that movie though, but never watched it.
There's a lot of movies you haven't watched, Joy.
Mainly the Rocky Horror one. I hadn't seen that one either.
Stop it. Oh my gosh. And Mr. Rodney says, one of my favorite movies ever.
Never seen it.
Favorite movies ever.
I mean, I'm grateful that it is, but I have not seen it. It's on Disney Plus, I think, right? I could probably watch it.
Is it? Wait, is that a Disney bought that out? Really? Really? Because there was a whole lot of metal ball jiggling, and a lot of girls realized their love of David Bowie through his very tight pants. Tights, I mean.
I'm going to see because I feel like I still have Disney Plus.
Kane Mutiny. I don't know any of these words.
Kane Mutiny. Who is that girl I see? It's coming September 4th.
Oh wait, I was just about to say that's September 4th.
It says so. I just popped up Disney Plus just to be like, all right, let's see, because I thought Labyrinth was on there. And the first thing that pops up, it says coming Mulan Premiere Access. Stream Mulan exclusively with Premiere Access for $29.99 before it's available to all Disney Plus subscribers. What is this? Who wants to see Mulan that badly? Like, y'all need to chill. They need to really chill with that. Oh, I was watching Raven's Home. Okay, see, I forgot I was watching stuff on Disney. Lab. L-A-B. Lab. That's not, how you spell it again? L-A-B.
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth.
A-B-R-Y-N-I-T.
Oh, it's not. I thought it was here. What if it was on HBO? Maybe that's where I saw it. Or was it?
No. I was going to say the website to search, what's it called? Where can I watch? It's something like that. Where can I watch this? Like it's an actual website that tells you which streaming services have the thing that you want to watch. Ooh, Rodney's singing.
I think it's Prime. Is it Prime?
Who do you do? Oh, Mr. Rodney. Mr. Rodney is just singing his labyrinth.
I think it's on. Oh, it says it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
It says May 4th. You can watch Labyrinth on Netflix now. So maybe I'll have a Netflix watch party, and we can watch Labyrinth or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You know what? My favorite thing about that movie. I love it when they talk about the gentleman on the horse. Rodney, Rick, and Matt. You know what I'm talking about. The man on the horse, and there's a pit of mud. I don't know why I always think about that.
I don't know what that. Yeah, of course, I don't know what that is. But the pit of mud, and there's a gentleman on a horse.
Yeah.
What is this? Oh, okay. Yay.
Unless I'm thinking of the wrong movie.
I think you were doing I think you're thinking of, was it the Princess Diaries?
Princess Bride?
Sorry. Princess Bride, not Diaries. Jesus, that's with Anne Hathaway. The Princess
Bride with the
one where he's like, it's like As You Wish.
As You Wish. I've only seen that once.
Me too. Like, I really hadn't seen that. I do remember what's the name? Montoya. You have killed my father. Prepare to die. Like, I remember that.
Oh, the bottomless pit, wasn't that a Three Stooges short? Maybe.
This is how bad we are as millennials with movies. Currently, this is this segment. What's that movie that we think we know?
What's that movie that we remember from our childhood?
Yeah, I don't remember.
That movie from our childhood that we just can't remember. Like that Christmas movie. I was just thinking about this today. That Christmas movie about the little girl that leaves her home and she runs away from her mother because she wants to see her dad for Christmas. So she gets on a Greyhound bus, and Santa Claus at the same exact time is quitting being Santa Claus.
Is that what Tim Allen?
No.
It sounds like a Tim Allen movie.
No, that's the Santa Claus. This was like 1988 or something.
Oh.
The Bog of Eternal Stench.
Bog of Eternal Stench. Oh, that sounds terrible. I've never. No. These films are not for me. Like, these are not. I mean, maybe they are, but I wasn't interested in like medieval stuff, like that kind of King Arthur and running around and slaying dragons and shit. Like, that wasn't my thing.
Oh.
I still watch it though. I would still. I mean, I'm playing medieval right now. I'm not like, oh, it sucks, but
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm twisting them.
The Pit of Despair. Yeah.
I'm twisting them because in my mind they are the same movie.
Princess Bride and Labyrinth are definitely not the same movie.
I'm sorry. They are. I'm fully aware that they're not. I'm fully aware that they're not, but in my mind I'm like, they're the same movie.
Aren't we amazing, guys? Aren't we amazing? Like,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, millennials. We're amazing.
We're rocking.
All right, so we did movies and we did games and we did TV. Shoot, man, oh man.
We going through these, man.
We got it good. Boom. Anything coming up, you guys? Anybody doing anything fun or any fun plans?
Well, for me, I need to create some more videos, and I'm going to edit my podcast and hopefully make more time to play video games and obviously spend time with my baby.
Which, by the way, boom. Do you know what kind of a gal Joy is? In a world full of chocolate chip cookies, Some people are a what is it? What is it, Joy? What are you?
The butter crunch.
Some people are the butter crunch, and that is you, Joy.
Oh my god. How did you know? I mean, obviously you know, but
I watched that in like two to three sittings. I was like, Joy, this is too much for me. Like, I can't watch the whole thing.
yeah.
So it was like, so if in your like little thing where you get to see people watching it, like I was one of those people that it was like drop off, and then it's like came back up again. Yeah, like I was like Joy. It's like I'm like, I want to watch it, but I gotta go to work.
Yeah, in one sense, I was like, maybe I should break off the hour interviews and break them off into like part 1, part 2, part 3. But I was just like, man, but the whole interview was great. Like I wanted
it is.
So I just was like, let me just like I did chop off like the beginning stuff so that you can get little snippets. But then I was like, you know what though? If you really want to watch the whole thing, bam.
You give the people the option. You're like, if you want the whole thing, you can have diet or like here's the full
But I'm like that too. Like obviously if it wasn't me, it takes me a bit to watch something that's like an hour thing.
Yeah.
I actually had that with my friend, my bestie. She sent me a long, like an hour video about how Jesus doesn't care about your sexuality. And it took me a good couple, like a week to like really go through that whole interview. Cause it was like 3 Black women. And the one at the bottom just kept saying, you know, or no, I'm sorry. She just kept saying, right. Like at the end of every sentence. She's like, so, you know, with Jesus, you know, he doesn't care about when you drive, right? So then when you go down the street, right, you have to go down something. And then when you take the something, you have to just do this thing, right? And then when you do that thing, you have to make sure that you do the thing, right? And I just kept, in my head, I kept counting how many times she would.
No, that's not good.
So I wasn't listening to her, but the other lady and the main host, I was like, okay, they're talking. I get the concept of the video. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I also don't watch videos that are like an hour. But for this, I was like, oh no, Daniela, she's amazing. I want to make sure people should, you know, listen to her and stuff. So
and Mr. Rodney says it was a good interview.
Thank you, Rodney. Because honestly, though, like I felt like if you didn't have to really see it. It's not like we did a bunch of stuff on camera. That could have just been, you know, like a podcast in itself.
Yeah.
So I really loved it. I like her. She's so great. Hopefully we get more interviews. That was my other thing. Hopefully people want to talk to me. We can do a Joy Chats. Like it's fine. I'm down. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Bless you, Cupid.
Oh, Joy says, bless you, Cupid.
Thank you.
Did you hear that?
Oh,
you
yeah.
heard
Thank you.
All right. Officially, I need to put you down because you're in an episode now.
Hey.
Kind of like that one time BB's foot was in a frame and then it went away.
Oh my God, yes.
It's my favorite thing ever.
Shout out to Baby's foot. Yes.
Shout out to Baby's foot.
Oh, I was. Oh, Rodney said it.
Rodney said, bless you.
Thank you.
It was funny. I was on stream and I was talking about there was somebody that came onto the stream and said that they work with wood, like the wood making and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I also remember working with wood and I enjoyed it. But now I'm loyal to my baby's gem. and then when I went to watch the dude that builds PCs, he was like, yeah, I caught what you said, but like I didn't catch what you said. And I'm like, you know what I said. And he's like, I didn't know if it was like was this like a 2-way street or is this like a 1-way street? I'm like, no. It's a 2-way street, but I'm very loyal. So I'm not cheating. Like I'm not doing anything that would make that a 2-way street. But yes, I used to work with wood and now I work with one gem. So I was like,
yes.
I like that whole segue.
To throwback, wax on, whack off.
Wax on, whack off. Oh. Yo, oh my god. Can I tell you another you said you hurt your back by picking up your cat?
Yes, I did.
I slapped the back of my own neck on purpose because we were talking about it on stream and it hurt so bad that I was like, you know what I need to do? I need to get a vibrator and like put it on the back of my neck to massage it.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh yeah, that's what you're using it for. I'm like, I would now because it hurts. It burns.
Stop.
Like, I can never slap my own neck again. That was terrible. Oh, trifling.
Oh my gosh, yes, that is. You need one of those like the actual back massagers from Sharper Image, but you need to actually use it on your neck.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Is he whistling?
Yes.
He's been whistling for a minute.
This is like one of the first times he's like been out during
awake.
Yeah, he's been awake and like in the living room during Nightcap. During Nightcap. Yeah. And then me, I'm just gonna try to relax. Maybe do some. I'd like to do some streaming. It's hard because Cupid works from home.
Are you gonna do more writing?
Yes, I have some stuff outlined. Joy read my one act and she really liked it.
I did, because honestly, in the beginning, I was like, "Where is this going?"
Yeah,
because I was like, "Well, I didn't understand the whole like the laws of whatever it was you're talking about," and then I was like, "Well, I know they're gonna explain it eventually," and then when it started to sink in, I was like, "Oh, okay," and that's when I started to imagine the characters, and I was like, "Okay, I can see where this is going. I can see like the scene." And then cut to, oh wait, there we go. I was like, it's delayed? What is happening?
Oh no, we're having slight technical difficulties.
Okay, we're back. Oh my god. I was like, took a minute. I just started to see the characters in my head and started to see the transitions. And then when you cut to like months later, and then I was like, it tied up really nicely.
Okay.
Like, and I was imagining it on the New World stage or wherever your thing was before.
Yeah.
I was
really?
imagining it there, yeah.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's scary. Well, I mean, you know what? So, a goal for me, I wanna work on a full length play, but I'd like to like do some editing and just see how I like that one act that I did first, like reread it, but like let a little bit of time go through, because sometimes it's not good to edit right after you make something, because you're like, yeah, this all makes sense. Like it's good to give it some space, and then who knows, maybe I could submit it once I get some more, feedback. So thank you. All right. Unfortunately, it is time. Well, shout outs to Mr. Rodney, of course, Mr. Rick, of course, and welcome back, Matt. It's been a couple of years, but thank you for watching Nightcap. I think I actually might do StreamYard again. I might do it a couple more times before I decide if I want to pay for the full length, or see if we can do some sort of stuff, just because they have like all sorts of options, and just the ability to be able to sort of link stuff up it's really cool. Like it's kind of cool to be able to do all this sort of stuff a little bit more easily. It made me thinking about streaming not give me a headache, because it's been doing that sometimes, and I wanna like setting up the stream, that should be secondary, like that shouldn't be the hard part in us doing this. The hard part should be saying all sorts of stuff, like keeping on track. All right. So she is, oh wait, shoot, I didn't have it reversed. She is Joynfinity inside of a lodge. Joynfinity in a lodge. Follow her on Twitch on Twitter, and on Instagram. And I'm Chockfullofmoxie on most things. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no, this way. He is Chockfullofmoxie, and you need to follow him on all the things because he's awesome.
And my brother loves me and he misses me.
Oh, shout out to Feifei because this COVID.
COVID. And Rodney says, oh.
Oh, shout out to my brother who called me today, and I did listen to him, and I hung up. Dab.
All right, Rodney says, tell your brother you love him too. Matt, I love you too. And Rodney was watching us stream when you gave me the Daria posters.
Oh,
he was. So Matt, I love you too. Konnichiwa.
No. Konnichiwa is like konnichiwa.
It's konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
I know. I can say Oklahoma. I can't say.
Oyasumi nasai.
Wait, do that again.
Oyasumi nasai. It's like
Perfect.
it's like oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna go through it. So oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sumi, like you're gonna sue me.
Oh yeah, sue me.
Nasai.
Nasai. Oh
like,
yeah, sue me.
Nasai. Oh yasumi nasai.
Oklahoma.
Oh yasumi nasai. Buenas noches.
Buenos dias. And my brother composed all the Nightcap music.
Hasta luego.
Yes. Sponsored to you by StreamYard. Thank you.
And not Goya. Shout out to Cupid.
Oh, Cupid. And baby.
Baby.
Baby's not there. I don't see a foot. All I see is a lodge.
Well, her foot is not making an appearance this time.
And thank you for our lurkers.
Working.
Now, where's the end button for this one? Bye, guys. Thank you for watching. We love you.
Okay.